Did you get them back? Oh dear, I can't believe this. Oh, my days as a vendor are over, I just know it. Thank you for going out there. You can keep these tubers, just don't eat them. Hello again. Thanks for rounding up those poisonous veggies. What a shock. I was able to explain it to the Market Council. They said I've got one more chance. Can you believe that? I've got my eyes on the prize this time. No more mix-ups. Welcome to the inn below the tarnished teapot. Correct. That is the name. We once had another name, but everyone just called us that inn below the tarnished teapot. I don't really blame them. This place is a bit of a dump. The manager has really let it go. Me. Thanks. I try. I make do. The more occupancy, the more bedding I have to wash. The property value's gone up so much, I'm sitting on a fortune anyway. That would require some doing. Not really much of a doer. I used to live on the mainland years ago. Working as a bricklayer was terrible. Hated every minute. Then my grandma died, bless her soul, and left me a son. Quit my job that day and got the first ship here. For no reason in particular. Just wanted to leave. Bought this dumpy floor for dirt cheap. Didn't really know what I was doing. Now this city's a boom town, and I'm living off the reverse mortgage. Just goes to show, act impulsively, and sometimes you get rich. That's what I've learned anyway. Oh, and have some inheritance. It's kind of like a club. People go under the city to drink dream teas, relax, unwind. It used to be open for everyone, but it's pretty locked down now. Some folks have been trying to destroy or steal their tea plants, so they had to get real protective. There was a dream party out on the Salt Spring Coast a few nights ago. Who knows? Maybe you can make the right connections and get a chance to try some. You sure? We have rats. If you really want, first door on your left. Oh.
I'm never gonna forget the look on his face when he ate that grape-filled pastry!
I can still taste that grape filling. Repulsive.
You returned. You will certainly live a long time if you keep drinking this magical tincture. Would you like to purchase some? The water is sourced from the life-giving springs of Eastshade. You returned. You will certainly... yes. Sadly, there are people around here who don't appreciate the happiness and longevity given by the precious elixir. Really, we must pity these poor people. Their lives are so empty and so very short. Look at all who love our elixirs. The spring waters give life, that's well known. It works for the people. They feel it working and they don't need some university schmucks inspecting it. These people have trust, and that's amazing. Almost as amazing as the elixir.
Interesting.
So, sounds like you've managed to impress the great Yevgeny. I thought you might. Your work is excellent and just the style our clients are looking for. We've got a whole bunch of commissions just waiting around. We keep them all in a ledger at the back. Take a look and see if you're up for any of them. When you finish a commission, just bring it back to me. I'll ensure you get paid and that the client gets the artwork. We're glad to have you join the gallery. Welcome back! We've got plenty more patrons interested in your work. Welcome back! We've got plenty more patrons interested in your work. Ugh, some people. So tacky. Welcome back! We've got plenty more patrons interested in your work. Yevgeny keeps me busy enough. Well, I guess if I had to list a complaint, it'd be that some of our patrons can be a little picky. And with the poor ocean access, most of our fish come from Lindau, so they're not as fresh as we had back on the mainland. But that's all a bit nitpicky. Well, look at me. I sound like one of our customers. Welcome back! We've got plenty more patrons interested in your work. Welcome back! We've got plenty more patrons interested in your work. Welcome back! We've got plenty more patrons interested in your work.
Well, well. What? What crunchy skate?
Good day.
Hi there! I'm not supposed to give those out to patrons. There's a bit of construction going on. Well, that sounds lovely. Why don't you talk to Zora about this? She has an office on the next floor up and probably a bit more clearance to fudge the rules.
Some blue here. Green. No, yellow.
I'm rooting for you, child. Living vicariously through you in your quest to retrieve my lost box.
I do love working here in the university, even though my senior Professor Esma can be a bit eccentric at times. Did you by chance pick me up one of those elixirs from the market? Wonderful. Now I can run some tests. Why don't you come back in about an hour, and I'll fill you in on my findings. Like I said, help me with discovering the truth about Melik's elixir, and I'll be sure to get a pass for you.
Hey, so you know that hot spring I told you about? Evelina and I went out there for a picnic. It was nice. And she asked me to be her girlfriend. So now we're together. It's so weird, but I feel like you had something to do with it. Anyway, thanks for whatever you did. Let me know if you need any weird tasting ground up plants. I think they're kind of like the roots. Let me know if you need any weird tasting ground up plants. Let me know if you need any weird...
Hi there. Just one of the many cultural pastimes, you might have seen some signs plastered around demanding you report the roots. Fine. Everyone's got their own opinions. Just don't report them to me. There's nothing illegal about their organization. It's all just a really long feud. It tore my dad's family apart, I guess. But you should just talk to the Ssd directly. They're the ones looking for information. They've been covering the city in flyers, demanding folk to report their neighbors. It's a bit unsettling, really. Can't say who's got the right of it, the Ssd or the roots, but it's been a long struggle. Not looking forward to seeing how it all ends.
Don't you just love the music of the bards? Oh, I always wanted to be a bard when I was a child, but I never learned to play an instrument. Oh, have you been there yet? I highly recommend it. Just relax, sip some tea, and have a lovely nap. A perfect way to spend an afternoon. I don't know much about the group, other than that it's some sort of spiritual gathering, but they do love dream tea. It's sacred to them. I think my father-in-law belongs to their group. I should ask him about it.
Hello again. Thanks for rounding up those poisonous veggies. They said I've got one more chance. Can you believe that?
Hey!
I've got my eyes
So
on
I have
the
some
prize
news
this
for you.
time.
Leilani
No
and I
more
went out for a
mix-ups.
picnic date at the hot springs. We went at sunset and it was gorgeous. Right when the stars came out, I told her how I felt, and she felt the same way. We're officially a couple now. Thank you so much for helping me out. It means the world to me. You're such a great friend, a champion of true love.
To an outsider, this shady hillside might not seem like the best place to grow peas, but the farms of Nova's Eastside have been producing for hundreds of years. You see, Eastshade peas don't handle direct sunlight like the continental variety. Oh, look at me, talking your ear off about peas already. Say, if you're looking for things to see in this country, you should find your way out to the Teefmore Bluffs. There's some gorgeous farm country out there. When I was younger, I'd head out there all the time. These days I find myself a bit too busy with my peas. Navian demand is higher than ever you know. By the way, if you need a few extra glowstones in your travels, I could use an extra pair of hands shucking some peas for market. I won't lie to you though, it's tedious work, can really drain you. Well, I've never really given it much thought, to be honest. It's just the place I've always lived. Suppose I'll take it for granted a bit. It's a dreamy place to live, isn't it? Fantastic! I'll show you what needs to be done. It's not too complicated. Howdy!
What's the password? Then get lost.
Welcome back. We've got plenty more patrons interested in your work. Not bad. Welcome back. We've got plenty more patrons interested in your work.
It's going to be another late night, that's for sure. Well, I've run some tests. Unfortunately, my findings are inconclusive. The solution seems to be mixed with so many things I can't get a clear reading of its composition. I've been thinking. Melik claims the life-giving ingredient in his potions is water from the local hot springs. I know it's a big ask, but I'm wondering if you're interested in collecting water samples from each of the 5 hot springs of Eastshade. Then we can really answer this question once and for all. No more tricks, no more overpriced traps. What do you say? Sadly, I don't have time to leave the university much. I've got lectures to teach, and my current research is in an entirely different area. Fantastic! Take these empty vials. The collection should be fairly straightforward. Finding the 5 hot springs will be the hard part. They're in all corners of the island, and some are rather tucked away. Like I said, help me with discovery.
Howdy.
I can't stop thinking about my dinner. Pea soup and mushed pickled peas. We've got a lot of work down on the pea terraces. It can be draining, but I like to read in my free time. Ah, the secretive underground tea drinking society. I've had a few cups of dream tea in my day, but things have changed since then. Now it's all locked doors and passwords. Like I said, those are long gone.
Howdy! Need a few more glowstones, eh? Well, that's great news for me. Howdy! Say, I really appreciate the work you've been doing around here. Howdy! Fantastic. I'll show you what needs to be done. It's not too complicated. Need a few more glowstones, eh? Well, that's great news for me.
The Shes, if you know anything, if you want to support and...
Good day.
Did you pick up a paper? Would you like to donate a glowstone to the Shadian Post so we can keep the paper free without ads and unmotivated by pop news and tabloid journalism? Thank you for your contribution. Did you pick up a paper? It's free. We're supported by donations from the community. Looks like you already have the latest news. Would you like to donate a glowstone to the Shadian Post? Thank you for your contribution.
Hi again. Ready to buy a bicycle yet? You'll get around a lot faster. 80 glue. Oh, well, if you ever do, I've got plenty in stock. They take me a good while to make, but I'm getting faster at it. Got to keep up with the demand.
What can I brew you up?
Welcome back. We've got plenty more patrons interested in your work. Welcome back. We've got plenty more patrons interested in your work.
I haven't seen this many glowstones in, sheesh, years. We can never thank you enough for everything you've done to clear Kai's name.
I right can't believe it! Business is booming already. We're truly grateful for all of your help. Here, take these glowstones. We made a big sale just for the morning eclipse. We're in the middle of our reopening, and criminy, what a turnout! Of course, him and a few others. Couldn't have done this all without you. Oh, for great shade's sake, we got to unpack some of what Caitlin already packed up. Ah, my poor wife. Can't believe what I put her through. I hope I can make up for it all. Of course, you're welcome to my wares anytime, at a discount. The shop is bustling, and we're getting along just fine now. To think it was just folks talking that drove business away all that time.
He's a-coming for you. No ring, traveler? Hop to it. I'm counting on you to set things right in the sea.
Daddy. See you soon.
Welcome back. We've got plenty more patrons interested in your work. I've always wanted to live in one of those. They can get cold though. That stuff doesn't insulate very well. Beautiful. Got another one for me, do you? Welcome back. We've got plenty more patrons interested in your work. Welcome back. We've got plenty more patrons interested in your work.
What can I brew you up?
Hi again. 80 glow. Is it though? Just look at this bike. It's a feat of engineering. Riding it feels like